Hello Gundam fans, this is Prime92, and today I'll be looking at the 1-100 Master Grade Buster Gundam from the Gundam Z series. This is my least favorite of the 5 Gap machines, the original ones, but man, this model really looks good. Definitely a nice update of the Buster. There are some pieces that are the same, like the inner frame obviously is mostly the same. Some parts are a little different. The armor is almost completely different. Some parts like the upper arms and the upper legs and probably the feet are the same. But it really looks good. Now there's a couple problems I have with it. One is that a lot of the armor doesn't like to stay together. Like, it doesn't peg in properly. Like the upper arms here, they come off rather easily. These parts here, way too easily. They'll probably fall off a couple times during the review. The forehead crest here, that comes off a little too easily. And this side skirt pops up all the time, but this one's okay, so it's probably just mine. All these problems, well, aside from this one, because it's a joint, could be fixed with super glue. But I just thought I'd bring it up. Another thing, the Blitz Gundam kind of spoiled us with the clear red for the head, which you got red stickers, but there's no reason to use them, which I didn't. But this one's just clear. So instead of having clear green plastic, you got the you kind of have to use the stickers again, unless you paint. So you've got the clear green sticker, or sorry, the solid sticker on the forehead. You got the eyes, the back of the head, one's on the side of the shoulders. There's 1, 2, 3 on this cannon. Nothing on this one. And that's it for the foil stickers. Then you've got the peel-off detail ones, and a sheet of road transfer, which are really nice. I like the green. It's rather different. Now, the cockpit, it's rather easy to open. You just kind of have to, for me anyways, push down at the bottom to kind of open up the top, and then flip it down. And Diarca is in there. He's kind of high up. He's in his, of course, his spacesuit, and then you get the normal one with his Zaft uniform on. Only the two, just the one here and the one in the cockpit. Unlike the Blitz, which got 3 for some reason. But it's nicely detailed. And yeah, overall, it's a very solid kit, aside from the few problems I have with the armor, a couple of the armor pieces, and the fact that we got the normal clear headpiece. It really looks good. I love the design, and the inner frame is, of course, pretty solid because it's been used before, and it's been known to be really good. The Buster's head will go up and down, forwards and back, rotate. I'm trying to keep that forehead crest on. The arms will go forwards and back at the torso and up and down. The shoulder armor is separate, and this piece is on a hinge, but it goes in more than out, just because this part stops it. The arms rotate 360. They go out about that far. Rotate below the shoulder. Double jointed elbow. The wrists rotate and wiggle, and ball jointed thumb. Once again, the interchangeable fingers. You got the holding hands with the pegs. You got the fist, the trigger finger, and the splayed open hands, which I can't seem to find. And the stomach. Now, it's interesting. It's very limited when the guns are pegged into the backpack, but if you take them off, then it's basically the same as the other master grades from C. You got a pretty good forwards articulation at the stomach and side to side, and you got rotation at the waist. These parts here, like I mentioned, are on a hinge, which will move separately from the side skirts, and then the side skirts will also move. The front skirts are separate. Back skirts are on a hinge together. The legs, I don't think I mentioned this on the Blitz, but it has it too, which lets the leg go forwards a little more. So when it's down, it goes about that far. If you put it back up, the skirt armor falls off, and it goes almost the same. It's a little less. It's not, I don't think, for me anyway, it's a huge difference. I'm sure it helps in some respect. They go out, I don't want to go too far, but they go out about that far before the side pieces pop off, or just pop off. Back pretty far, rotate at the hip, double jointed knee. You got that nice hydraulic right there. The foot goes forwards and back at the top joint, side to side, rotates them. The ankle armor is paid into the back of the leg, and the ball jointed foot goes forwards and back, side to side, rotates them, and the toes can go up and down. And you also have the thrusters, which can move separately. And the cannons, now I'll do just one because they're the same, but like I said, they have the hinge, then they have another hinge here, and they can rotate at this part, another hinge here, and another hinge, and then another rotation, and then a ball joint connecting the cannon. And then these cannons, both of them can move up and down for the combinations. And the cool thing is, what the heck was that? Oh, side skirt. The connectors for the backpack are actually ball jointed. So when you peg them in, it gives a little bit of freedom, so you don't have to worry about snapping that off. Because if they were pegged securely in, they probably would break. So it's nice that they actually give you some leeway. And he's just falling apart in the armor. So articulation is really good. It's about as good as the other Gap machines, really. So yeah, I got no problems with that. But yeah, the armor is still a little bit of a problem. Now I've gotten the cannons already detached and the other armor put on, except for the back of the leg. So those are going to stay up because they'll just fall off anyways. Now, for the guns, well, first off, let's show the missiles on the shoulders. They just flip up, they're on a hinge. Very easy. They look good. Some look a lot like the ones from like the heavy arms. And no melee weapons, unfortunately. But the cannons, now, because of all the joints, they're actually really solid. They stay up, as you can see. Mine could be maybe the exception. This might be a fluke. Some might be loose, I don't know. But mine are pretty good. And you can arrange them how you want. Now, for me, I like to do it like this, have them folded around, so I can access this handle. Now, there's two sets of handles, and yeah, these green panels kind of suck. The ones here, which they both have a hinge that can go out, and then the handle can move up and down. And there is there's a hole around here for the peg in the hand. You don't really need the peg. And these are more for the combination. These ones, you can like bring them out, and then you can kind of get the hand. It isn't the easiest thing in the world to feed these hands in, I find. And the fingers usually pop off. Just because, you know, why not? But you can get them around. And if you want to have them holding the handles at the top, you can do that. It's no real big deal. You just have to kind of fiddle around with it until you get them in the proper position without that friggin' skirts coming off. But anyways, let's pretend that they're pegged in, because this is going to take way too long. But, well, that's kind of the way it looks. You know, you fiddle around with them somewhat. Actually, let's try to get these ones out to the front. Probably work a little better. Like that. So yeah, that's a little better. You can easily grab them like that. So yeah, twin cannon boom. Now, combinations. Let's do the long barrel first. So in the instructions, they tell you this little protrusion right here is supposed to be on the inside when you bend the joint. So I'm going to keep that on the inside. And then, since this barrel's going to be in the back, I will slide it down. Not too far, because I looked at the instructions, and I also didn't see a part to cover this up, because if you push too far, it'll go out of this green part. And so you can hold it. Now, it seems to be the best to use this handle for the back piece. So you kind of have this behind them. And let's combine these. Damn, I freaking skirt armor. Why you hate me? Stop hating me. What did I do to you? We're gonna paint that together. I have no idea how many times I try to do this freaking review. These cannons. This side skirt. There, okay. Now, let's get that light out of the way. Alright. So we can hold it like that. Let's pretend it will work. And then flip the green handle for the other one. I actually think this thing's gotten worse since I've done this, because it's popped off so much. But you can have it hold it like that. And then it would be a really friggin' long cannon. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I do like that. Alright, now, let's do the other combination. So just flip it around. Just basically reverse what you did, so this one will extend. This one will go... Yeah, fine, do it this way. This one will go down, this handle pops up, this one goes down. This one kind of goes to the back. I should probably combine it before I do this, but whatever. And then combine them like that. And he would be holding this handle. And then pop this handle out. And he'd be holding that one. And basically be like that. So now we have the other way to hold it. I like that one better, I think. That's like, I think the scatter shot, sort of. So yeah, I like the accessories and what he's got. He doesn't have a lot. But he never had a lot. Now, yeah, they can be a little annoying. I don't think it'll be as bad on other people's. Like I said, this part just really, really sucks on mine. This one's fine. It hasn't come off, I don't think, once since I've done this. So, yeah, I do like the accessories, but the arms, they can be kind of tricky, but you fiddle around with it. You should get them in the whatever position you really want. So yeah, they're pretty good. Now, let's compare this guy to another pretty much long-range suit, the Heavy Arms. And you can see Heavy Arms is a little bit shorter than the Buster. But they don't look too bad together. Heavy Arms definitely looks a little more boxier than the Buster does. And let's compare. I don't have the normal Buster in 1 to 100 scale, but I do have the Hail Buster. All hail Buster. It's time for Buster. And, yeah, he is definitely taller than the Master Grade, but that's because of these hip extensions. If it was a normal one, it'd probably be on par, if not a little shorter than the Master Grade. But it definitely looks a lot better in terms of the detail and everything. So this guy's really good. He does have some problems with the armor staying on, but, you know, you could fix that with super glue. Super glue is your friend. If you have a joint like this, you might be able to fix it. It's kind of weird the way it hooks up, so you might be able to tighten it a bit. Maybe some super glue on the hinge and let it set. But I love the way it looks. Articulation is still really good. Weapons are accurate, and they do work well if the skirt armor stays on. So overall, it is a good kit. So that's about it, and I'll see you at the next review.